Sixth graders, how are you? I'm sure your midterm exams are almost here, and all of you are busy studying for midterm. I am making this video in hope that it would help you and guide you what and all to study, what topics to cover, track how much you have studied, and what you need to learn and focus upon. I will be providing, let's say, a roadmap for tackling this German midterm exam. So hang on tight. Let's begin the video. Assuming that your portions would cover module 1, which is Hallo, das ist meine Familie, hast du Geschwister und wo wohnt ihr? I'm making this video. In case you just have 2 or 3 chapters, you can check it out until there, since I'd be providing time tags for each and every chapter in the whole video. So, without any further ado, let's begin. First up, we have lesson 1, which is Hello. In this chapter, there's nothing much. It's just basic greetings or how a basic conversation flows. And let's learn. Greetings. We usually wish people saying that Hello or Grüß dich. We can even add Guten Morgen, Tag, Abend. Depending upon the time of the day you talk to the person, you can use these phrases too. Then what you'd say? You would introduce yourself, right? So, ich heiße Tanmay or ich heiße your name. Ich bin Tanmay or ich bin your name. So, this is for informal. Wer bist du? Who are you? Wie heißt du? What are you called as? We used to ask, what's your name? Wie heißen Sie? Whenever you see this Z, that too S with a capital letter, you have to know that it is formal. So this is a formal sentence asking, let's say, a teacher. Wie heißen Sie Lehrerin? What are you called as teacher or ma'am? That way. Next up, we have Wie geht's? How are you? Informal. Good. Und dir? The other person would reply, good. Und dir? Good. And you? Ah, good. Danke. Also good. Thank you. And the same thing when you want to ask to a formal, in a formal way, we would say, wie geht es Ihnen? Wie geht es Ihnen? So usually, Ihnen is a verb, it's a pronoun which is used for formal. Let's say Sie. So it's formal. Next question we would ask is, wie alt bist du? How old are you? So then we would say, ich bin 12, ich bin 15, something like that. And the same thing in formal would be, wie alt sind Sie? As capital. So it's formal, it's obvious. So how do we say goodbyes? We say tschüss or auf Wiedersehen. When do we say tschüss? When we are saying bye to our friends, which is informal. But then if you want to say it formally, you would say auf Wiedersehen. I repeat, auf Wiedersehen. You can even use these verbs. Servus, bis bald, bis morgen. Yeah. So this is the outline of a proper conversation. Now, let us see how they ask questions in exam or in the form of match the following, or it can be fill in the blanks, or Stellfragen, which is frame sentences. Let's see. Heißt du Peter? Are you called Peter? If you are Peter, you will say, ja, ich bin Peter. If you are not Peter, you will say, nein, ich bin Tanmay. Next up, is that Sonia? Is that Sonia? If a person is walking there, if a girl is walking there, we will ask, right, is she Sonia? If she is Sonia, we will say, yeah, das ist Sonia. If she is not, we will say, nein, das ist Maria. So, and one more thing you have to learn in this chapter is Zahlen, which is numbers from 1 to 20. So, this chapter is quite easy. Now, let us proceed to the next chapter, which is Das ist meine Family. So, in this chapter, we are dealing with family, people in a family, and how to introduce themselves or how we have to ask questions. Let's see. For male, let's begin with male. In the family, there are Vater, Großvater or Opa, Bruder, Onkel, Freund, Sohn, who are father, grandfather, brother, uncle, friend, and brother. Son. So these people are male. So they come under masculine category. In German, there. And the pronoun would be er. It will be er. So for them, we use mine or thine. Mine is my. Like for introducing my brother, I'll say mein Bruder, mein Freund, mein Opa, mein Vater. For example, I'll say mein Bruder heißt Cherry or something. Mein Bruder heißt the name. Mein Vater heißt the name. I don't use minor because it goes to female. It's only mine. And now, thine. When do we use thine? We use thine when we are asking a question. Was heißt deine? Let's say, was heißt dein Bruder? What is your brother's name? Your. So thine is nothing but your. Mine is mine. So we will next up. We will proceed. We have female. Now let's come to feminine. Mutter, Schwester, Oma, Tante, Freundin, Doctor, which is mother, sister, grandmother, aunt, friend, daughter. So they come under feminine category, and in German it is under the category. So the pronoun would be sie. And the possessive pronoun, what will we use? We will use meine und deine. Let's say meine Schwester, meine Mutter, meine Freundin. So meine Schwester heißt Sohita. Meine Mutter heißt the name. Meine Freundin heißt and the name. So next up, we have the plural, which is when we are talking about two people. Let's say Eltern. So Eltern is parents. They're both mother and father, right? So Vater und Mutter becomes Eltern. And Großeltern, Opa und Oma. Grandmother and grandfather become grandparents. Freunde, it can be many friends. So even that is plural. Kinder. Kinder means children. Even children, they can have two children, right? Even that will come under plural. That time we would use meine und deine again. Meine Eltern sind nett. Meine Großeltern sind streng. Something like that. And this thing, when do we use ist? When do we use sind? We use ist when we are talking about singular person. See, even for male as well as female. Singular, so we use ist. And when do we use sind? When we have plural, many people in this, right? Two people. So we use sind. I have already discussed this. Next, wie heißt deine Mutter? Now I am questioning the other person, right? So I will ask, wie heißt deine Mutter? So the reply would be, meine Mutter heißt the name, or sie heißt the name. So to simplify it, Germans usually use sie heißt because her name is, or she is called as, is much simpler. Even first one makes perfect sense. Next up, we have another question sentence. Wie heißt their uncle von Stefan? What is, oh no, let's say, who is Stefan's uncle? What is his name? What does von stand for? It shows the relation. So, what is the relation between uncle and Stefan? So, he'll be Stefan's uncle, right? So, his name is, and the name. And one more thing, the same thing, let's look at this. Renata Weigel is the Mutter, because Mutter is a female, and we use it comes under feminine category. Under feminine in German will be the Mutter von Stefan und Tina. For instance, since I just now told you, it shows relation. So von Tina and Stefan. Next we have da sind die Eltern von Tina und Stefan. Da sind, what do you observe here? See, here we have ist, here we have sind. Ist the Mutter. We are talking about single person. So we have written ist. When we are talking about two people precisely, we call them sind. And the important exercises under this topic, you could expect usage of mein, meiner und dein, deiner. Refer page number, one second. Refer page number 10 in Arbat's book, exercise number 3 and 4 for a better understanding. And usage of ist und sind. Even that plays a very huge role. People tend to lose marks in ist and sind. So be careful and give your best. So let us proceed to the next chapter, which is Hast du Geschwister? It means, do you have siblings? So we begin this with a question. Hast du Geschwister? Ja, ich habe eine Schwester. Yes, I have a sister. Or yes, I have a brother. Or no, nein, ich bin Einzelkind. No, I am a single child. Let us learn some describing words. So positive ones are nett, which means nice, lustig, funny, sympathisch, likable, freundlich, friendly, sportlich, sporty. And some negative adjectives: dumb, foul, lazy, langweilig, boring, streng, strict, loud. So they can ask questions like, wie ist dein Vater? Like, how is your father? So we can reply, ist nett, ist sympathisch. Wie ist deine Mutter? Sie ist streng. Sie ist freundlich, etc. Now, in chapter 1, we have learned how to have conversations in an informal way. But in this chapter, let us see conversations in a formal way. Since we know that capital letter S, Z, it stands for formal. Wie heißen Sie? What's your name or what are you called as? Wie alt sind Sie? How old are you? Formal. Haben Sie Geschwister? Do you have siblings? This is informal. Whereas in informal, we say Hast du Geschwister? See, du stands for informal, Sie stands for formal. Sind Sie verheiratet? Are you married? Haben Sie Kinder? Do you have children? Wie ist Ihre Telefonnummer? What is your telephone number? And some important topics are the usage of einen and einer. When do we use einen? When we are speaking about male, or let's say there. When we use einer when we are speaking about female, or the. Ich habe eine Schwester. Ich habe einen Bruder. And W Fragen also plays a very important role. And like we, was, haben, sind. See, the question words, mainly in question words, this plays an important role. And one more thing, you must be pretty sure about the numbers from 21 to 100, let's say. And that's all for this chapter. Moving on to the next chapter, last chapter, go won't hear. Go won't hear means where do you all stay? We are wohnen in Bangalore. What is year? Year is you formal pronoun, right? So we will say where, which means we all live in Bangalore. Wo liegt das denn? Where is it situated? So in South Indian, in South India, right? Next, we feel seid ihr zu Hause. How many of you are there at home? Wir sind vier. Wir sind vier. Mein Vater, meine Mutter, meine Schwester und ich. Similarly, you can tell for yourself. Next, one more important thing is conjugation of wohnen. Ich wohne, du wohnst, sie es wohnt, wir wohnen, ihr wohnt, sie wohnen. For example, let us look at an example. Sabina und Marcus wohnen in Salzburg. Why do we use wohnen? Because it is plural. There are two people. So we use wohnen in Salzburg. Tina dash in München. Tina won't in München. Why won't? Tina is sie. So conjugation of wohnen for sie is won't. So Tina won't in München. Next one. Family Weigels wohnen in Augsburg. Why? Family consists of two or more people, right? So we will conjugate it as wohnen. And this one, next question, wie is deine Adresse? While during conversation, and this again informal. See, whenever you spot deine or du, you can be sure that it is informal. Deine. Wie is deine Adresse? Like, what's your address? Bangalore South or something. Wie is deine email address? Even this is informal. Deine is there. So, your email address. Next topic we have here is directions. There are four main directions, as we all know: north, south, east, and west. North in German is Nord, south is Süd, east is Ost, and west is west only. So, in terms of Deutschland, let us see. Norddeutschland, which is northern part of Deutschland or Germany. Süddeutschland, South Germany. Mitteldeutschland, Middle Germany. See, in India, we have North India, South India, East India. No, we don't usually say that, but let's say East India, Western India. But in Germany, there are only three. They don't count East and West. They'll be like Mitteldeutschland. Mittel in the sense middle. Next, we have a question. Wohnt Petra in München? Does Petra live in München? If yes, ja, sie wohnt in München. If no, nein, sie wohnt in Augsburg. We are done with all the 4 chapters. Now let us look at a list of expected mains. As per my school, I have made this list, so it can differ most probably. But then it will be same, almost similar. So first up, comprehension. Based on all these 4 chapters, they'll give you a passage and below that questions, some 5 to 6 questions. Some questions and some true or false. Next, you can expect fill in the blanks or match the following. In filling the blanks, like fill in the blanks with RZS or dine, diner, mine, minor, and all the other stuff which I've covered. And conjugations, they are very important. And then arrange the sentences in correct order. Like they'll give jumble sentences. And then number names. It's better to learn number names. You can expect number names for, let's say, 2 to 3 marks. And frame questions. This plays a major role. So it's better to learn how to frame questions. The Arbeitsbuch of Class 6 German has amazing questions. So please do go through them. And one more important tip. Most of us neglect page number 42 and 43 in our German textbook. Try opening it once. I'm telling you, it's the most important thing. Just before you go to your just one day before your exam, do refer that German grammatic. I'm sure it'll give you a basic insight about all the grammar topics which you need to memorize. Next, it's just so good. And next page, 44. Try solving page number 44. Let's see how much we're able to. If you like my video, please do like and share it with your friends so that it can be helpful for them. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. All the best. Good luck for your exams.